And they're off.
Welcome to PA Harness Week, racing's fastest paced half hour, a show dedicated to the sport of harness racing in the great state of Pennsylvania. I'm Heather Vitale. This is Jess Otten, my co-host. And you know, Jess, we've got a really big task ahead of us. There are 10,080 minutes in a week, and we have to cover the whole week in 30 minutes, but we're pretty crafty. I think we can do it.
I think we can do it too, and this is my favorite 30 minutes of the week because we get to highlight our equine athletes and spend it with you guys.
I love it too, so let's get things started by checking out the headlines. On today's show, we'll tell you all about this past Saturday's trotting classics, the Hambletonian and Hambletonian Oaks. Plus, Jess introduces us to trainer Per Engblom, who learned his craft from Hall of Famer Jimmy Takter. Oh, and let's not forget, we're bringing you the best action from the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono and Harrah's Philadelphia, right here, right now on PA Harness Week. If it's action you want, it is action you get out. So we bring in the race of the week from Harrah's Philadelphia. It's from last Sunday, and it is an incredibly great group of pacers here. They have a purse of $16,200. And here I want you to check out number 4. It's Lion Steel. He's the favorite. He returns to PA after racing in New Jersey for a few starts. And number 5, Twin B, Tough Enough. He hasn't raced since May, but he's coming off a really good qualifier, and he's your second choice at the windows. Take it away, announcer Mike Bozich.
The back stretch of Flame Hanover has got company now. Quality butt up to take him on. The inside Lion Steel is third without racing group. Outside Proper One is perfectly positioned for Stafford. A length and a half off the lead with 3/8 to go. Twin B Tough Enough once the race leader is jammed to the inside. Last Gunfighter is third up into a flow that's suddenly starting to stall. Best in Show is next, like Tony Trails. A Flame Hanover leads it first to 3/4 at a time of 1:22 and 2. 3 wide. Here comes the upstart. Proper One upset-minded. Quality buns in between rivals. Lion Steel is screaming out for racing him. Top of the stretch, Kirby imploring a Flame Hanover. Outside Proper One. Lion Steel screams out for him. They straighten the way. A Flame Hanover has the lead. Open road now for Lion Steel. Outside Proper One mid-stretch. Here is Lion Steel moving through now. Lion Steel takes the lead and kicks away.
Lion Steel left hard out of the gate, but yielded for the pocket as Twin B Tough Enough worked his way to the front. Lion Steel removed past the quarter. A Flame Hanover brushed his way to the front with 1 lap to go. He turned away Quality Bud, who was first over. And when the passing lane opened up, it was Lion Steel who paced strongly through the wire with Alan Davis in the bike for Dennis Watson, stopping the clock in 1:50 and 1. Twin B Tough Enough was second, and Proper One finished third.
All right, we're going to keep the action still right here at Harrah's Philadelphia from last Sunday, August 8th, and we still have some pacers going behind the post. These are 5 years old and under. The purse going for $14,400. Let's check out number 6, Carbine, the 6-5 favorite who won last time out. Also getting support is number 1, Better Than the Beach, who's had 3 wins and 2 seconds out of 6 starts this season.
Carbine by a length. Better Than the Beach has got him in his sights. Hulu is third. Boilermakers coming with a first over push now. The inside Bip Bop Benelli is 5th with less than 3/8 to go. Serious Mickey towards the inside. Grand Cayman looks to generate some offense. Transparency trails the field, and Carbine's got the lead. Better Than the Beach is still right there. Boilermakers making steady first over headway. Hulu's trapped to the inside. 3/4, 1:23, and one was a 28 third of 4. Carbine. Better Than the Beach will have every opportunity. Hulu just reclaimed third. Boilermakers Maker starts to fade away. They straighten the way for the stretch drive. It's Carbine. Better Than the Beach is out for the drive. Hulu tracks that one, and now angles out 3 wide. There in the lane, Carbine by 2. Better Than the Beach. Hulu's trying to rally on down the center. It's Carbine. Battle on for place. Down to the finish. Carbine to win.
It was a good start in here. Carbine left from post 6 to make the front comfortably through a 27-3 first quarter. The son of some beach somewhere was uncontested throughout the mile, and George Napolitano Jr. raided the mile and had enough to come out ahead in 1:50-3. The 3-year-old horse is trained by Tony Alagna. Hulu was second, and Better Than the Beach finished third.
All right, now we're going to keep the horsepower going. This time we are bringing in the ladies for a purse of $11,200, and this is again from last Sunday at Harrah's, Philadelphia. Getting the most support at the windows is number 1, Fighting Evil, and good reason she's getting the most support. She's been competing in major stakes action recently. This group should be a little easier for her to handle. It's a racy group of ladies, and this is one where you do not want to blink at the wire.
The backstretch first over push coming from Roll On Mom, and she is rolling and brings Stephanie Dale right with her. Third up into the flow now comes the Sturm Hanover. Nashville Elgin is trapped and trailing with now less than 3/8 to go. It's Fighting Evil by a length, bracing for Roll On Mama, who moves up on the outside wide of the Sweeter Lulu, sends to the inside. Stephanie Dale's hoping for a bit more off her cover. Towards the inside, Lori Lee looks for Racing in fifth. Towards the inside, Pareas has no place to go. 3/4, 124-1. Fighting Evil has the lead by a length. Roll On Mama's trying to sustain. Here comes Stephanie Dale out 3 wide. Inside, Sweeter Lulu awaits clearance. Disturbed Hanover moves up from the back. So too does Nashville Elgin. They straighten the way. Fighting Evil. Stephanie Dale's trying to slingshot off cover. Trying to get up the inside now is Sweeter Lulu. In between Roll On Mama, Fighting Evil. Stephanie Dale bears down up the inside. Sweeter Lulu, Fighting Evil down to the finish. Fighting Evil narrowly.
Sweeter Lulu was quick off the gate to grab the lead heading into the first turn, and it was a quarter pole move by Fighting Evil, and she set the scene from there. Roll On Mama was first over and faded around the last turn. Stephanie Dale slingshot off cover to finish second. Sweeter Lulu scooted up the pylons to finish third. Fighting Evil stopped the clock in 1:53, driven by Joe Bongiorno and trained by Sam DePinto.
All righty, let's take a little breather now as we go into our first break of the show. But when we come back, we'll meet trainer Per Engblom, who's making a name for himself after spending time learning his craft from the legendary trainer Jimmy Takter. Plus, we'll see some youngsters in Sire Stakes action from the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
Nikki Hill on top, Wood Party, a good advance on the outside.
Get back to the feeling of Mohegan Sun Pocono.
In the world of standard-bred racing, only one name is synonymous with this kind of success, this kind of history, this kind of greatness, this kind of legacy, and this kind of unparalleled promise for tomorrow. Proud of our past, excited about our future. You know the name. That one name. Hanover, the greatest name in harness racing.
Welcome back to PA Harness Week. Now, we've got some really talented trainers who shine in the sport, but Jess and I want them to shine on the show. So that's why we bring in the spotlight. In any profession, to be the best, it certainly helps to learn from the best. And that's the case with Swedish native Per Engblom, who was the second trainer to Jimmy Takter, and just talks to Per about how he is now training his own successful, flourishing stable.
So your family has a background in racing back in Sweden. Take us through that and your background in racing.
Well, my dad was a small-time trainer, or still is a small-time trainer back home, and I grew up on a farm where we had horses, and when I was 19 I figured I'll come over here for a year and work a little bit and have some fun, and I'm still here having fun.
You've operated stables in Italy, Sweden, and the United States. Take us through that experience.
Well, I was a private trainer for a medium-sized stable in Sweden, Staltilli, that we did very well with, and I got a very good offer from Italy, so I went there, and we did okay, and then eventually I just opened my own public stable in Sweden, so I've been a little bit all over.
You were Hall of Fame trainer Jimmy Takter's right-hand man, and you know he's an amazing trainer. Tell us one thing you took away from working alongside him.
Never be afraid of change, or never be scared of trying things, because you know what didn't work on one horse might work on the next one.
You went from being, you know, his main man to the main guy. What was one thing you had to adapt to, you know, opening up your own stable a few years back?
Definitely the owner situation, that to take care of the clients and the customers, and you know, how to serve them, and make sure that they get all the information they need and stuff like that. I did a little bit of that with Jimmy, but it's just a whole different ball game when you're in charge yourself.
This is your third full season being a trainer. How do you think it's going?
We had a great first year, a so-so second year, and I think we're having a very good third year. So the run is good. We're winning a lot of races, and some horses are stepping up in the stakes competition. So I'm hoping we'll keep rolling through the fall.
I read in an article you really enjoy training babies. What about them do you enjoy?
Well, it's just that you see progress every day. You feel like the work you put in, it really develops them. They take the training, and you throw them a bone, and they like it. You know, they like their work, and it's just great.
How do you like racing in the United States?
Yeah, super. I like it because that's the best horses are here, and the best drivers, and some of the best trainers. So let's go.
Continued success.
Thank you.
Really so happy for Per because he's doing so well on the racetrack, but he's also so accommodating to us when we want an interview and everything.
He really is. So make sure you guys keep an eye on those program pages to keep an eye out for his name, because his stable is just heating up.
Absolutely. Now, are you ready to get down? Because we're going down to the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono for our race of the week. And for this one, it is a featured race for fillies and mares with a pretty purse of $19,300 at the Downs of Mohegan Sun Pocono. And here, let's check out number 5. It's Stonebridge Soul. She's a favorite. You may remember that this Chris Ryder trainee was the winner of the 2019 James Lynch Memorial here at Pocono. And watch out for number 4, April Ava, who has had a win, 2 seconds and 2/3 in her most 5 recent races. We're going to send it to Jim Baviglia for the call.
Stonebridge Soul leads it by a length on the outside. First over gliding is Surreal Feeling, with Jim Marone Jr. just a half length back, coming up quickly on the leader. April Ava watching that from the pocket. Second over now Sunny D, getting into a 2.5 away. Inside 5th is Stowaway Hanover. Outside YS Talia, only 4.5 lengths from front to back. It's tight up front between Stonebridge Soul and Surreal Feeling. 3/4, 124 even, 27 and 4 third panel. Surreal Feeling now a slight lead on Stonebridge Soul. Sunny D following up the move on the outside. April Ava waiting patiently in the pocket. Top of the stretch, Surreal Feeling trying to get past the game. Stonebridge Soul now on the inside. Up comes April Ava. It's Surreal Feeling slight lead. April Ava taking the short way, nose out in front. April Ava and Matt Kakali prevailing here.
April Ava was handled aggressively off the gate. Stonebridge Soul worked her way to the front from post 5. Surreal Feeling challenged the favor up the backside. They battled around that far turn, but it was April Ava and Matt Kakali who prevailed in 151-3 for trainer Ron Burke. Surreal Feeling was second after a game first over grind, and Stonebridge Soul faded to third.
All right, we're keeping on with the girl power at the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono from last Sunday. This time it's a purse of $15,700, and the big favorite is 3 to 5, and that is number 5, and it's Better's Heart. Now she's coming into this race off of a 150-2 win up at the Meadowlands, and then there's number 4, Abigail Dawn. She's been ultra consistent, racing so good in these fillies and mares conditions at Pocono.
Better's Heart, who leads by a length and a quarter. Abigail Dawn staying close as the pace picks up now. Third is Tall Poppy. She's 3 away. Looks like she might be moving to the outside soon. Back on the pylons, 4th is Roll with Angel. Second over is Tall Poppy does commit first over. Second over is Caviar Cherie, and the trailer is Galleria Gal, about 6 away. Getting tight up front, 3/4, 124 and 4, 27 and 3, third panel. Better's Heart challenged now by Tall Poppy, just a neck away. Abigail Dawn, a length and a half back in the pocket. Second over comes Caviar Cherie in fourth. Top of the stretch, Better's Heart trying to separate from the field. In the pocket, Abigail Dawn making a surge on the inside. Outside, Tall Poppy. It's Better's Heart and Abigail Dawn. Better's Heart digging deep late. Better's Heart was clutch up front for George Knapp.
Abigail Dawn was speedy off the gate when it folded, and it was Better's Heart who worked her way to the front, pocketing up Abigail Dawn, and Better's Heart got a breather in that second quarter. Abigail Dawn kept close to Better's Heart, and they battled it out right to the wire, but Better's Heart dug in gamely, making it 2 in a row, this time in 152 and 2. George Napolitano Jr. in the bike for Nifty Norman. Abigail Dawn finished second, and pacing late at the end of the mile to get up for third was Galleria Gal.
All right, we're going from our ladies who are very experienced on the track to those who are just starting out their careers. We've got 3 divisions of 2-year-old filly pacers, Pennsylvania Sire Stakes, all of the divisions going for more than $54,000 for their purse. So we're going to check out the first division, which also happens to be the fastest. So in here, we've got number 6, it's Captain Cowgirl. She's a heavy 1-9 favorite. She's undefeated in 3 lifetime starts. And then there's number 2, Nikki Hill. She kicked off her career with a victory in her parimutuel debut. And the rest of these horses are double-digit odds.
Nikki Hill on top, Hood Party, a good advance on the outside. In the pocket, Captain Cowgirl now a length and a half back as a slight stretch out there for the leader. Nikki Hill inside opens up for Jazzed as Captain Cowgirl pulls the pocket. Top of the stretch, Nikki Hill the lead. Captain Cowgirl all out. Nikki Hill is holding her at bay. Captain Cowgirl advancing slightly, but it will be Nikki Hill to knock off the 1-9er.
Jazz protected that position going into the first turn, but the lead was short-lived when the favorite, Captain Cowgirl, took the lead. Nikki Hill settled in from third before Quarter Pole moving to the lead, and from there she had no challengers, pacing strongly through the wire to make it 2 for 2 lifetime, setting a new lifetime mark of 150 and 3. The daughter of Always Be Mickey was driven to victory by Dexter Dunn and conditioned by Chris Ryder. Captain Cowgirl was second, and finishing third was Jazzed.
All right, in the second division for those 2-year-old pacing fillies and PA Sire Stakes with a purse of over $54,000, we saw Treacherous Dragon get a nice pocket trip behind the favorite, Hit Me Up. The daughter of Captain Treacherous paced up the inside to win in 154 with Hall of Famer David Miller on the bike for trainer Brett Pelling. Hit Me Up was a neck back for second, and the show money went to Sweet Omen.
A field of 7 in the third of 3 divisions for the Pennsylvania Sire Stakes for those 2-year-old pacing fillies, and 5 of them had interest leaving the gate when it folded. St. Nevis worked her way to the front before going off stride around the first turn, so JK I Feel Fine inherited the lead. The favorite, One Crooked Leg, brushed to the lead with 1 lap to go. Andrew McCarthy set the fractions from there on the front end and paced away from the field to score in 152 and 4 for trainer Brett Biddle. JK I Feel Fine was second, and rounding out those trifecta tickets was No Foolin'.
All righty, time to take another break. But on the other side, let's get in our cars and drive up the New Jersey Turnpike. Because what we're going to do is check out last Saturday's classic and rich trotting events, the Hambletonian and the Hambletonian Oaks. We'll be back in a flash.
It's Captain Corey, and he's still going at it with Quattro de Ilio.
History. It's written by winners. At Diamond Creek Farm, we're breeding champions and rewriting the history books. Diamond Creek Farm, a cut above. Get back to the feeling of Mohegan Sun Pocono.
Welcome back to PA Harness Week. Now, while of course our show primarily focuses on all the incredible action happening here in Pennsylvania, we also like to keep you up to date with the big stakes races that are happening at other tracks. And That's the case here, as we are going to show you the $1 million Hambletonian from last Saturday at the Meadowlands. To get into this, let's talk about 3 horses to look for. Of course, the 2 elimination winners, who are number 1 Delayed Hanover in here and number 4 Captain Corey. Now, they're both trained by Aki Svanstedt, but oh wait, let me point out that the Svanstedt stable also has number 9 in here, and that's Ambassador Hanover.
At 3/4, it's still Captain Corey trying to see it through. 1:22.3 in the stretch of the 96th Hambletonian. Captain Corey scoots clear by 2. Captain Corey, Aki Svanstedt working away. Off the cones, Delayed Hanover towering up on the far outside. Ambassador Hanover almost there. Captain Corey, Aki Svanstedt is Captain Hambletonian. Captain Corey.
What an exciting edition of the Hambletonian. Aki Svanstedt and Captain Corey pushed the gate away, but they had company contesting them for most of the mile. Captain Corey overcame the bias against the front end and held up all the closers late in the stretch to win the Hambletonian in 1:51. Spy Booth was second, and Ambassador Hanover was trotting late for third. The son of Goo Goo Gaga is trained by Aki Svanstedt and driven by Aki Svanstedt. And not to give it away, but later in the show, we're going to see Goo Goo Gaga in action. But that's all I'm going to tell you, because I want to make sure you guys stay with us.
I know, I cannot wait. But first, we have to talk about the $500,000 Hambletonian Oaks that also took place on that card last Saturday at the Meadowlands. And in that major stakes event, it was Bella Bellini, traveled up on the outside, made a 3-wide move, trotted home in 26-3 to win by 2.5 lengths in 1:52.1 for breeder owner David McDuffie. Iteration finished second, and contested Hanover was third. It was trainer Nifty Norman's 3rd Oaks win, and it was driver Dexter Dunn's 1st. Some people believe that the weekends are for not thinking, all right? We don't believe that at PA Harness Week, because that's when we bring Jess in. She wants you to put your thinking caps on. And actually, for this week, it's about the Max Hemp, right? That's coming up on Sunstakes Saturday, and you've got a question about this incredible 3-year-old pacing colt event. A history question, though.
I do, and you know, there's a lot of great history and horses that have won this race, but my question for you guys this week is, who was the fastest horse to win the Max Hemp?
Okay, I think I was there. I always like to try to think with you guys. All right, so we're gonna go to a break, but we're gonna get that answer when we come back. Plus, we have got a blast from the past that's gonna make you go goo goo gaga. It's on the other side, so keep it right here.
Goo Goo Gaga by 1.5 lengths. Storm and Norman not done.
It's Mac Lobel, and he's pouring it on. It's Niatros by 4, and he's going away.
The Harness Racing Museum and Hall of Fame, a place where heroes come to life, preserving harness racing's treasured past while promoting its exciting future. And now get ready to harness your excitement with the thrill of harness racing's 3D simulator. The Harness Racing Museum and Hall of Fame, now offering free admission. Bigger, better, bolder than ever.
Welcome back to PA Harness Week. Now, before the break, just tested your brains a little bit. Let's see how you did.
I did, and you know, my question for you guys this week was, who was the fastest winner in the Max Hemp final? Well, it was in 2014, and it was McWicked with David Miller in the bike, and they went in 1:47.3.
Earlier, we saw Captain Corey win the Hambletonian. Now, his sire was quite the big deal in 2012 when he won the Earl Beale Memorial on Sunstakes Saturday. Let's check out Goo Goo Gaga. We love reliving this race.
Goo Goo Gaga by 1.5 lengths. Storm and Norman not done. He's getting closer on the inside. Further back to Uncle Peter, 3rd. At the top of the stretch, Goo Goo Gaga turns for home now. All out is Storm and Norman. Goo Goo Gaga still there by a length. Storm and Norman is coming up on the inside, but Callahan knows he's got it. Goo Goo Gaga!
What a thrilling mile put up by Goo Goo Gaga. And at the time, that was the fastest mile ever to be trotted on a 5/8 mile track. This interesting bred horse was trained by Richard Hands, and his main pilot was Corey Callahan. And Heather, you had a chance to catch up with Corey on Goo Goo Gaga.
First, Corey, we'll talk about that 2012 Earl Beal. What a mile.
Yeah, he was huge that night, you know, winning there in 50-4, breaking his own world record from the week before in 51-3. You know, so he put in a little bump up the backside too, and kind of had me a little bit worried, but from that point on, he just cruised.
I know you have great memories with him, but now you have another one. His son, Captain Corey, wins the Hambletonian. How cool is it to have a Hambletonian winner named after you?
I know, that is pretty cool. I actually texted John Dewar today, and I told him, I said, hey, listen, I want to say thank you to you and your dad, you know, for etching my name in history. I said, now nobody will ever forget me.
You know, explain that a little bit, because you had a part in the breeding with the Dewars, right?
Yeah, so, you know, I had bred a couple there, and, you know, had convinced Richard to move the horse on to Pennsylvania. And he wasn't really getting a whole lot of work, and I talked to John and Carter about it, and they were like, you know what, I think we will breed one to that horse. And they had one mare left, which was Love You All, that wasn't booked, and you know, the rest is history.
Okay, don't miss this. It's Sun Stakes Saturday. It's happening 1 week from today at the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. Regular post time of 12:30 on that Saturday afternoon. What's on tap? The $300,000 Earl Beal Memorial for those 3-year-old trotters, the $300,000 Max Hemp Memorial for 3-year-old pacers. We've got the $250,000 James Lynch Memorial for the 3-year-old pacing fillies, and a new one, okay? The $250,000 Delmonica for 3-year-old trotting fillies. It's a huge card. Plus, there's an Always Be Mickey invitational race, and there's a Sebastian K invitational trot. The entire card is off the chain insane, okay, so be there. Now, that's still a week away, so I gotta tell you when you can check out the live racing at the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono and Harris, Philadelphia. In the meantime, well, first, go to Pocono for that live racing schedule. Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday, the post time is 12:30 p.m. Sunday post time's 5 p.m. Harris, Philadelphia, the live racing schedule is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, post time 12:25 p.m. Sunday post time is 12:40.
And if you can't make it with us on site, we want to make sure you know where to place your wagers online. For Harris, Philadelphia, the website is pabets.tvg.com. For the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono, the website is ibetmohegan.com. And we offer free program pages as well. Those can be found at phha.org, right at the top of the homepage. You can't miss it.
All right, but we don't just want you to go to the Pennsylvania Harness Horsemen's Association website, because we think we're pretty cool on social media as well. So tell everybody, where can they find us?
You can find us on Facebook and Twitter. Facebook is at Harness Week. Twitter is at PA Harness Week. And if you missed the show or you just want to rewatch it, you can find us on YouTube as well at PA Harness Week.
Okay, and it's really important you check out those handles, because there are contests happening every Monday for, you ready? We're going to do our risky business look right now, all right? You can win a pair of these PA Harness Week exclusive sunnies, all right? So go to our social media handles, enter the contest, and they're so much fun. We love you guys out there, and we love you watching and interacting with us. So for myself, Heather Vitale, Jess Otten, we will see you soon in about 10,080 minutes, all right? Bye, guys.